Most people definitely do not need more motivation. Most people think that they need motivation, but the truth is that motivation is just the missing piece. It's the thing that you're missing, that you're skipping when it comes to reaching your goals. Okay? You don't need another motivational video. You don't need another hype speech. You don't need another Monday restart. You don't need another emotional moment where you swear this time will be different. You don't need all of that. No, you don't need all that at all. At all. Okay, what most people actually need is accountability. By the end of today's video, you're going to understand why accountability beats motivation, why people fall off when no one's watching, and how to use accountability to become the type of person that finishes what they start. Because motivation may light the fire, motivation may get you started, motivation may be that initial start, but accountability keeps you from walking away from it. Now, I've seen this with clients, I've seen this with fitness challenges, I've seen this with entrepreneurs, gym owners, people trying to master their finances, people who genuinely want to change but keep disappearing when life gets hard. The people who win are not always the most motivated people. They're the ones who are most connected to a system that keeps them honest. You know what this looks like? You start strong, you tell yourself, this is my season, you get your workouts in, you clean up your food, you feel proud, you feel focused. And then something happens. You miss one workout, you forget to track, you're not checking in anymore, you fall out of the group chat. In fact, you avoid it because you feel embarrassed. You stop opening up your app. You tell yourself that you're going to get back on track tomorrow. The joke is, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow becomes next week. And the worst part is nobody notices when you do this. You disappear quietly. Like, how many times in your life have you just slowly faded into the background and no one even noticed? And it's not because you don't care, because there's nothing strong enough pulling you back to that standards. Now, here's what most people do not understand. Accountability is not about someone controlling you, someone forcing you to do something you don't want to do. That's not accountability at all. Accountability is about having a structure that reminds you who you said you want to become when your emotions start negotiating. And that's something that's rare. Because most people want to transform, or they want the transformation without exposure. They want the result without being seen. They want to change without being challenged. But the version of you that actually wins, ideally this timeline's version of you that is becoming a winner, can't be built hiding in the shadows. It's just not going to work. What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome to the MITM Club, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Ty Aarons, the founder of the MITM Club. And today, we're talking about why accountability beats motivation. Because if nobody can see your standards, it becomes very, very, very easy to lower them. The first reason why accountability beats motivation is because motivation is good at starting the journey. But accountability is what keeps you moving after that excitement disappears. Motivational is a very powerful beginning. Okay? It's like, makes you say, I'm ready, I'm locked in, this is my time, I'm tired of being inconsistent, I'm finally gonna change. And that matters. It's vital, it's important. Let's not discount that at all. But motivation is emotional. It rises and it falls. It's like the wind, it comes and goes. It's like the tides, it comes in, it goes out. Some days you feel strong. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days you'll feel inspired. And other days, you're just gonna feel overwhelmed. Like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you just wanna quit everything. And I get it. I know exactly what that feels like. It's happened to me so many times. It's happened to my clients so many times. You actually just wanna stop everything. And with that in mind, if motivation is the only strategy that you have, your consistency becomes unstable. Now, accountability will do something different for you. It creates a connection between your intention and your action. It asks, did you actually do what you said you're gonna do? that question changes everything. Because most people don't fail because they never wanted it. They failed because the desire was never connected to a system that kept them honest. Motivation says, I want to change, but accountability says, show me the evidence. Motivation can always start the fire. It can get you started. It can get you rolling. It's that initial push down the hill. But accountability keeps you from letting the fire die when life gets hard. But here's the thing. Accountability does more than just keep you moving. It also exposes the truth. And that's where the real growth begins. That's the piece that a lot of people are missing. Okay, and this is something that you need. It's crucial. The second reason accountability beats motivation is because accountability reveals the patterns that you usually hide from, right? When you're doing things alone, it's easy to lie to yourself. It's easy to say, I'm gonna have another piece of chocolate. No one's gonna notice. It's easy to say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna skip this workout. No one's gonna care. You say, I've been pretty consistent, so it's all good. But realistically, you only train one time that week. Your eating, my eating's been pretty good, but you haven't tracked anything. And as you know, if you're following this channel, what you track gets measured, and what you measure is what you can manage, and what you manage then grows. You either grow or shrink, right? A lot of people say, I'm just too busy right now. But the truth is, your priorities are unclear. In fact, look, right now, open up your phone. If you're watching this on your phone, pause the video. If you're on an iPhone, go to your home screen, swipe all the way to the left side, and look at where all your hours are. You're too busy right now? Look at how much time you spent on Instagram. Heck, look at how much time you spent on YouTube. The truth is, your priorities are not where they should be. And then you say, I'll get back on track soon. I'll get back on track eventually. But you've been saying that for months. I have some clients, they didn't even become clients. They didn't make it to the point of becoming clients. They came to me asking for help with their fitness. And when I'm like, hey, this is what it's gonna take to make all your fitness goals and dreams a reality, let me give you that sauce real quick. Let me give you the outline. They made up all these excuses. I had one person tell me, it's been 5 years. I've been trying to lose the weight. I was gonna get back on track within a year. Who is he accountable to? Nobody. And I bet you, I'm gonna see him in 6 months, 8 months, he's either gonna be in the same place or he's gonna be fatter than he is right now. Accountability removes the fog. Because when someone's checking in on you, when someone's coming in to look at what you're doing, how you're progressing, to say, hey, did you do your workout this week? What are your habits looking like? I can see what your habits are. When they're measuring your progress, your patterns become obvious. It's all there. It's right in front of you. You are accountable to you now, but someone else is also holding you accountable. And it can feel really uncomfortable. You're in a vulnerable space. Your habits are being laid bare for the world to see, or at least the person that you've chosen to share your accountability with, for them to see. That discomfort's not the enemy. The avoidance of that discomfort is the actual enemy. A lot of people don't want the accountability because they don't want to be exposed. They want the comfort. They want the excuse, the comfort of being able to make the excuse. Once you can see the pattern, you can finally change it. Once you can see the pattern, you can finally stop drifting, guys. If you always fall off after a week or two, well, now you know why. If stress makes you stop training, now we know. If the weekends destroy your momentum, if you're like, hey, I was eating clean for the whole week, but Saturday came in and I had to go to brunch with my cousin and it was delicious, now you know. If you're disappearing when you feel embarrassed, well, you know. And the thing about knowing is half the battle. Now we can coach it. Now we can help you work through it. Now we can build around it. Now we can stop pretending that the problem is motivation. I'm not motivated enough. I don't know what to do. It's not the actual problem. Accountability will beat the motivation because it reveals the truth behind your inconsistency. And when that gets revealed, you can finally repair it. You can finally fix it. But in order for accountability to work, you need one thing, okay? This is something most people avoid. It's tracking. The third reason accountability beats motivation is because accountability needs evidence, and evidence comes from tracking. Most people rely on memory. I don't remember what I ate at all. I don't remember, guys. Ask me what I ate. I don't know. Half the time I go back through my day and I'm like, I think I did. I don't even remember eating today. I had this and that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and I had an ice cream sandwich. Oh yeah, and I don't know how much of it I had. Did I have one ice cream sandwich or two? Was it a big one or a small? I don't know. Memory is an emotional thing. You feel good, you exaggerate your progress. Oh yeah, I went really hard in the gym today, but you were sitting on the elliptical for a freaking 30 minutes. You feel bad, you underestimate yourself. When you're ashamed, you avoid looking. Oh yeah, well I just went out to dinner with my friends. I felt a little ashamed, a little embarrassed. I didn't track the meal. I didn't take the picture and put it into the app like I was supposed to. If you're excited, you assume you're doing better than you actually are. Tracking cuts through all the bullshit, all right? Simple. Did you train? Yes or no? Did you hit your steps? Yes or no? Did you complete the workout? Yes or no? Did you eat enough protein? Did you check in? Did you sleep properly? Did you follow the standard that you set for yourself? You joined the thing for a reason. You started moving in this direction for a reason. Did you stick to your own standard? Not, how do you feel? Because what does the evidence actually say? That's why apps work. That's why fitness apps are so vital and helpful for folks, especially in this day and age. That's why a simple checklist in a journal works. That's why leaderboards work. That's why progress pictures, oh my gosh, I want to share some of the progress pictures with you guys. My clients have been making insane gains. That's why doing a body scan works. Why habit tracking works. When something is tracked, it becomes harder to ignore. And when it comes to anyone that's interested in mastering their fitness, this is something that you know. For people that are in the fitness realm, helping their clients, this is something that you know. You track your clients' progress. You track their attendance. You track your business's revenue. We track all these different things. For those of you that are in finance, you gotta track everything. Oh, it's month end. I gotta see this expense report. This is what was incoming. That's what's outgoing. You track it. You're in data entry. Oh yeah, this is the codes that we worked on. This is you are tracking what's happening on the project and seeing the next steps. Why? Why do we want to do all of that? What's the point of doing that? Because what gets measured gets managed. And when it comes to your health, you want to freestyle it? What? That's the problem. You can't build elite results with casual awareness. It doesn't make sense. Tracking creates honesty, and honesty is the foundation of accountability. Because without actually having accountability, without tracking, your accountability becomes an opinion. And everyone's got an opinion, just like everyone's got a, you know what else. With tracking, accountability becomes the truth, and you can't hide from the truth. You can't run from the truth. At the end of the day, you got to face the music. Accountability is not just data. It's also people. And the right people can pull a stronger version of you out of hiding. The fourth reason accountability beats motivation is because the right environment makes it harder to quit quietly. A lot of people hear pressure and they think it's negative. Ah man, pressure makes diamonds. Pressure's not always bad. Pressure can sharpen your focus. It can raise your standards. It can remind you that you're not alone. The problem is the wrong idea around pressure. And what a part of the framework that I teach, when we go through the WOOP planning, wish, opportunity or outcome, obstacle, plan or pressure. Sorry, plan, and then punishment or pressure. People say it's bad to say punishment, bad to say pressure. Oh, don't pressure the people. Then just be weak. Stay as you are. I can't help you. if you're scared of some pressure. When you're in a group of people who are all training, tracking, and checking in, pushing towards the same goal, it changes the atmosphere, it changes the vibes. You see someone else getting their workout done, it reminds you to get moving. Hey, get back to business, get moving. You see someone else posting their progress and it challenges you. You see someone else staying consistent while busy, while they're a parent, they're working, they're building a business, they're doing all these other things. It expands what's possible for you. And that's the power of community accountability. It makes discipline visible. Everyone can see what everyone's doing. The simple leaderboard. Oh my God, this person is da, 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 da. Oh, they tracked their food this way. Oh, they did that. They did all these things. When discipline is visible, it's contagious. It's so nice. Because now you want to move like everyone else. Hey, birds of a feather, you know what I'm saying? Your environment matters. And if your circle normalizes excuses, you will excuse yourself. If your circle normalizes discipline, you'll raise your standards, right? You'll raise the bar. Community accountability beats motivation because it surrounds you with a reminder of who you said you wanted to be, of who you said you wanted to become. And you're less likely to disappear when people are walking with you. And faster alone, further together, right? And we want to go far. And it's easy to do that with people that are just like us, that are going through the same struggles, you know what I'm saying? Now, community is powerful only when it's connected to standards. Otherwise, it becomes just another group chat. If you don't got no standards, I don't know what to tell you. If your community has no standards, I don't know what to tell you. But the fifth reason accountability beats motivation is because accountability only works when the standards are clear. You can't hold someone accountable to a vague goal. I want to get healthier. What does that mean? What do you mean you want to get healthier? Train how many days? Eat what ways? Track what? Check when? What am I measuring? What am I trying to improve? Vague goals create vague efforts. Clear standards create clear accountability. If you know exactly what it is you're working on, exactly what direction you're moving into, so much simpler to move forward. A good fitness challenge should make the standard obvious. For example, okay? Train 4 times a week. Simple, right? 4 times a week. Track your workouts when you're training, put it in the app, what you did, how you did it. Complete your habits. Check in weekly. Okay? Take your progress pictures. Hit your nutrition targets. Don't miss 2 days in a row. That's the rule of thumb. If you're gonna work out 4 days a week, you got a couple days off. Okay? Do the math. Don't miss 2 days in a row. Post or report your progress. Post it on social media. Tell your friends and family, yo, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm doing. Now you got something to work with. Now accountability is not personal. It's not emotional. It's not someone attacking you, telling you to do the thing. It's just a standard that you're setting. Did we do what we said we're going to do? Did we do what we said we were going to get done? That's powerful. When the standard is clear, excuses have no room to hide. There's nowhere for them to hide. It's a bright space that they're in. You feel me? The goal is not to shame people. The goal is to create clarity, and clarity is kindness. A lot of people are struggling because they don't lack potential. Okay, they have all of the potential in them. They got the making of greatness in them, but they fail and they struggle because no one ever gives them a clear standard to follow. No one ever is like, hey, do A, B, C. Hey, this is what we do in this space. This is how we're gonna win. When you go to work, they do it. When you go to school, they do it. If you want to go to, I don't know, a dance class, they do it. You want to go learn how to drive a race car, there's standards everywhere. When it comes to our fitness and our health, when it comes to building out our dream lives, when we're now in charge of doing the thing, where do standards go? What's going on? Now, accountability requires clear standards, but without standards, accountability feels like it's judgment. People saying, "Hey, yo, I thought you're gonna do this. Now I feel uncomfortable and weird." But with standards, accountability is just leadership. And when you start living under clear standards, you develop one of the most important things in life, which is self-trust. It's confidence in yourself. Because you said, I'm going to do this. And what did you do? You did it. You did the thing you said you're going to do. That's the most valuable thing in this world, to do the thing you said you're going to do. There's so many instances in life, and I'm saying it, man. So many times in my life, I said I was gonna do something and then I didn't do it, and I watched my confidence go down. I said I'd send an email and then I didn't do it. I'm like, oh, it's too late to do the email now. Now I'm uncomfortable. I feel awkward. You start to lose self-trust if you don't have those standards you're living by, right? And the final reason accountability beats motivation time and time and time again is because accountability helps you build evidence, and evidence is what builds self-trust. Okay, motivation makes you feel like you can change. Accountability helps you prove it, and the proof matters. I said I'd write a book, guys. I said I'd write a book, and here we are. Our first book, Stop Drifting, available in paper and soft, whatever, paperback, hard copy. The ebook is live. The audiobook is on its way. Now there's proof. I said I would do it before the end of last year, and it exists and it's here. Every time you check in, you're building evidence. Every time you track a workout, you're building evidence. Every time you show up, when you wanted to hide, when you wanted to quit, when you're stressed out after a long day of work and you just wanted to go home and curl up under your blankets and relax, and you said, no, I said I would do this and I have to do it first. There's more evidence for you. Every time you recovered from a bad day, instead of quitting, you build more evidence. And over time, that evidence becomes self-trust. You stop saying, I hope I can do this. You start saying, I have the proof. I have the proof that I can. And I did. And that's the real transformation. Because confidence is not built from hype. It's not built in one day. It's not just, oh, I'm confident now. It's built from your kept promises. And accountability helps you keep those promises long enough for your identity to change, for your identity to catch up to who you're becoming. And that's why the 30-day lock-in is not just about workouts, guys. Yes, it is working out. Yes, it's getting fit. But it's about becoming visible to your own standards. At the MITM Club, we have 6 pillars of life. The Stop Drifting book goes through the 6 pillars of life. But we first master ourselves, and we master our fitness. You master your corporeal being. You've gone through the mental thing. You're developing the physical thing, which ties back to the mental thing. And you take the skill that you did within and you expand it without. This is about becoming visible to your own standards. It's about proving to yourself that you can stay committed to something when it's hard. It's not about disappearing when the old version of you wants to quit. It's about building your body, and it's more than that. Who are you becoming? Are you building a person that can be trusted? Are you building the most important person for you to trust, which is you? Accountability beats motivation because it turns the intention into evidence. And once you have the evidence, you don't need to hype yourself up the same way. You know who you're becoming. So let's bring it all together. I went a lot of places. I talked about a lot of things. Let's bring it back. At the beginning of this video, I told you that motivation is the missing piece. At the beginning of this video, I told you that motivation is not the missing piece. Accountability is. And now you understand why. Motivation starts you. Accountability will sustain you. Motivation gives you that feeling. Ooh, I feel good, baby. Ooh, I feel good, baby. But accountability, But accountability gives you that feedback. Motivation could disappear. Look, I had some motivation. It's gone. But accountability helps you prove that you're ready. And that's why accountability beats motivation any day of the week. I don't care what you want to tell me. Fight me. Fight me in the comments down below. Hey, tell me why motivation is actually better than accountability, please. I want to know. I'm really curious. Drop it down below. Tell me how stupid I am. Most people don't fall off because they don't care. They fall off because when things got hard, nobody was watching them. Nothing was tracking them. There was no standards visible. And disappearing was too easy. But that changes once you're accountable. You stop hiding. You stop guessing. You stop restarting quietly. Oh my God, the amount of times that I've had to restart. The amount of times I tried to do this YouTube thing. The amount of times I tried to get my podcast off the ground. It wasn't until I told everyone about it. I started telling everyone the things that I'm working on and the things that I had in place and telling people when things are coming out before they existed. I couldn't restart quietly anymore. I told everyone my book is coming out on a certain day. I started sending out the hilarious thing. I didn't finish writing the book, but I had the front page and I was sending it out to everyone and telling, hey guys, the book is going to come out on this day. Oh, get up. Best I can't talk. I guess I better start writing it. You stop letting one bad day become a bad month. You start to check in, tell the truth, measure what matters, build the evidence, and you become someone who follows through. That is what the 30-day lock-in really is built for. That's what the challenge really is built for. It's to give you the structure and the tracking and accountability and a community to stop relying on motivation and start building real discipline. Because your future doesn't need another emotional high. Your future needs some standards. So if this episode hits you, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone that you love, especially someone who keeps starting over alone. Someone that may need a community to actually help them go from where they are to where they want to be, to building out their dream lives ideally. And if you're ready to stop disappearing and stop drifting and finally lock in, join the 30-day lock-in. It's a fitness challenge for folks like you because you're a millionaire in the making. And it's time that you start moving like one. Peace. Watch this. Into what